Hello, everyone. Welcome to our exclusive series with Makhmad, the mastermind behind RemodelX, where we delve into the art and science of transforming your home. Today, we are thrilled to have Makhmad join us as we embark on a journey to enlighten homeowners about achieving their ultimate dream spaces. Our goal is clear to equip you with the insights and strategies for seamless and successful home renovation. Whether it's that bespoke kitchen you have been dreaming or a comprehensive remodel, we are here to ensure your visions come to life with authority and style. So, hello, Mahmoud. Could you please introduce yourself?
Yes, hi, my name is Makhmad Aliev. I am the co-owner of RemodelX Kitchen and Bath. We have been in the construction industry for over 10 years. We do primarily kitchen and bath remodeling, and also we do new constructions as well. So here I'm going to answer to your questions as much as possible. And then if there is anything else you want to cut me off, I am okay with that as well.
Perfect. Thank you very much. So, our first question is a big one, but it's something everyone wonders about. What is the best way to design a kitchen?
Okay, so the best way of designing kitchen is like you have to prioritize the functionality of the kitchen, because on daily basis, like the kitchen is almost the most time that a family spends in. So the functionality and the aesthetics and the workflow of a kitchen is very important. And these are like major things when we go to our clients. That's what we recommend them. Of course, there are sometimes people want to have different designs and stuff. Even though if you achieve the most aesthetic design, if you don't have good workflow or functionality, it sometimes can be very frustrating. So when people go to redo their kitchen, I think it would start with kitchen's layout. There is a concept of triangle concept where you have your stove, your sink, and your refrigerator. So you have to make sure that you have the distance between them is efficient. And then of course you have to look into the materials you are picking that matches with the design of your home. Like you have to also reserve ample storage in your kitchen. And the lighting is one of the most important factor in the kitchen for functionality purpose, also for ambience. So these factors are very important, like when you want to make your kitchen up.
That's fascinating. And now I just want to dig a little deeper. So, when it comes to designing a kitchen, what are the five key factors people should consider? I'm sure there are like so many details to keep in mind, but what would you say the type five are?
Like from the feedbacks we have received from our clients and from the designs that we have made, the feedbacks we have got from what like the buildings, like the houses that we have built, layouts of the kitchen, as I told earlier, and the storage of the kitchen, lighting, and then materials, like the quality of the materials and the design of the materials that are used in the kitchen, and then appliances, which have been really very important lately because of their efficiency and stuff. It has been very important to pick up the right appliances for the kitchen.
Great points. And now moving on to something a bit more specific. What do you think is the most ideal kitchen layout? I feel like this one can really like vary based on personal preference and
Yes.
space. But what's your opinion?
It is more like personal preference. I mean, so space availability than personal preference. You know, like everybody might have different personal preference in regard to the layout of the kitchen, but space availability plays a key factor. And the most ideal kitchen layout has been like L-shaped kitchen and then U-shaped kitchen layouts. And they are like most popular and efficient in achieving the triangle concept when you design the kitchen. And both layouts allow for the kitchen work, the triangle concept like well defined, and they're providing the like ample counter space, easy movement, and easy movement between different workstations. For that purpose, like I think L-shaped and U-shaped have been most preferred kitchen layouts, and like recommended as well. Of course, there might be people like will have completely different type of designs, but eventually most, like I would say majority of clients will have to, like we will want to have some kind of efficiency when they lay out their kitchen. And most efficient designs have been so far L and U-shaped kitchen layouts.
Yeah, absolutely. Layout is so crucial. And now for those planning a remodel, having a checklist can be super helpful.
Yes.
So, what do you think should be on that kitchen remodeling checklist?
Okay, so I think the most important, like there are like a few important things, but one of the most important is the budget planning, initial budgeting. So of what you want to do, like how much you want to spend. Because at the end of the day, the like upgrading kitchen contributes to the value of the property. Either it is for sale or for rent or for any other purpose, but it improves the value of the property. And budgeting is very important. Then, of course, as we talked earlier, the layout and kitchen design are the other factors that you have to come up with before you start like the process. Then your materials, countertop, and then the flooring, because these are gonna be all contrasting elements. So when you put all together, like you have to make sure that you achieve to the design and the color combination. And so that's something that you have to decide before you start. And then appliances and lighting fixtures are some other elements that people need to make decision beforehand. And then, of course, one of the most important pieces like picking up the contractors, right? Contractors. That's when we come into picture, and the timeline. And sometimes people want to achieve something in a very short time frame. So like they want to get into like finish it quickly, but like there are a lot of things involved. They have to make sure that if there's gonna be any plumbing roughing to be moved, plumbing connection to be relocated, if there is gonna be any new lighting, these are all needs to be decided like prior. And that's where the having a good contractor and making all these plans ahead of time is like crucial. And then the timeline, like some people live in the house while the construction, the remodeling is done. So that's something that they have to make sure that that they have ample time for their contractor and for all the materials. Availability of the materials sometimes can be a little bit tricky. And so these are one of the this is one of the items. And then of course comes to like your permitting inspections, and then final touches would be like lighting, painting, and finishing. So these are all crucial elements that when you start your project, you have to plan ahead.
That's a really comprehensive list. Thank you so much. So, with so many factors to consider, what would you say is the most important factor when designing a kitchen? Like, if you had to just pick one, what would that be?
Functionality. Yeah, functionality is the most important factor for me. And that is it is like the work, the movement for everything. Functionality is a key factor, and that must be designed like to kind of facilitate the cooking, the cleaning, the storage efficiency. If it's not functional, eventually it's gonna become kind of frustration.
Yeah, I totally agree. And now, speaking of design, let's talk about budget. So, what would you say is a realistic investment for a kitchen remodel? Like, I know this can be
Yes.
tricky for the homeowners. So, in your opinion, what's a realistic investment?
I mean, that kind of varies from property to property, also from the type of the cabinetry that are picked, the design that are picked, the customization that are involved. But normally, statistically speaking, it's told that it's about 10 to 15% of the home's value. And that might vary from the location to location as well. But I think it's like it might be less than 10% as well, but like typically it's like 10 to 15% of the home's value. That's what adds to the value of the property.
Right, right. Good advice, good advice. And as budgeting is always like a tough one, I know, but I know another key factor is organization in a
Yes.
kitchen. So, what type of organization do you recommend in your kitchen projects?
I mean, there can be some, like, you need to have ample space, and the pantry system in kitchen is very important to have, to give like extra storage. And regardless of how much cabinets, small cabinets you have, like you'll always like look for some other extra space. And that's where you understand the importance of having the pantry system in your kitchen. And then also some extra drawers will also plus in the kitchen designs. And then some pull-out cabinetry would be also a plus. I think these are, storage is very important in kitchen projects, like having additional like extra storages. And like I think extra drawers, cloud cabinetry, pantry system, I think they are important to have in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's really useful. And another big topic is cabinets, right?
Yes,
So, can you explain the three basic types of cabinet construction to our listeners?
sure. There are like till like recently, we used two types of cabinets, like we basically frameless cabinets, framed cabinets, and now there is like one inset cabinets, and that has been kind of becoming really, really popular. Framed cabinets are like traditional cabinets that feature a cabinet box with a face frame attached to the front of the cabinet. And then that kind of like it's actually very strong normally and gives like traditional look for the cabinets. And then there is the frameless cabinets is more like contemporary modern. That's what you see behind me. So they are more like European style, and they look more appealing and a little bit, not, I would say not ample, but little, it offers a little bit extra storage. And then the inset cabinets are basically the doors that are flush with the face of the cabinet and within the frame opening. And it's kind of creating a very seamless and very custom look. And that is these three types of cabinets that we have right now.
Thank you for breaking it down. And what about, like, in your opinion, I just want to go into more detail when it comes to framed versus frameless. Which one do you think is better? And, like, what's the difference in their installation process?
It is like more personal preference to have like framed or frameless. For me personally, I like frameless cabinets, and I intend to, in order to avoid from frame cabinets. Now there is, because you have to sometimes go with the flow, and now the inset cabinets are in the picture. So which I prefer to use, like frameless or inset versus frame. But framed cabinets offer like more traditional look and added stability, while the frameless cabinet provide more modern appearance, as I told you earlier. The installation of the frame cabinets like involves like attaching the face frame to the cabinet box. That requires a little bit careful alignment. The frameless cabinets, on the other hand, like they are mounted directly to the wall, offering a quicker installation, but requires, of course, more precision to align the doors carefully, because later on you might have a lot of misalignment. But as I told, it's a little more personal preference. I mean, for me, I like it.
All right, that's really insightful. Thank you. And now I know that trends are always changing. And what is the current trend in kitchen cabinets or in kitchens in general?
Okay. Actually, a lot of people are gonna be, it's like not a lot of, it's kind of trendy to have two-tone cabinets and like base cabinets more like darker colors and wall cabinets more lighter color. And the matte finished cabinets have been popular in the last couple of years, I would say. We have very rarely used any glossy looking cabinet. And now also minimalistic design cabinets have been a bit more popular. And that's where people want to use the frameless cabinets. It's like more minimalistic and a lot of new designs coming up, not like on new constructions and also the existing constructions. Existing constructions, because of the look of the properties, people will intend to do more cabinets with like frame cabinets, and because like putting more minimalistic design, like more contemporary design in a traditional looking house is not gonna kind of look good and not desire, it's not going to be desirable because it's not going to match. But mostly like in newer construction they intend to use the matte finish two-toned, some like natural wood tone and cabinets. Yeah, I think that is like what are more popular right now. It's two-tone, more contemporary and more matte finished cabinets.
That's interesting to hear. And I kind of move on to the countertops now. What would you say is the best countertop for a high-end kitchen? There are so many options out there. So, in your opinion, what's the best one for that luxurious look?
Okay, so that is, quartz has been like more used, quartz countertops, and it's very good countertop material for high-end kitchens and for durability, for maintenance, easy to clean, and there are like a wide range of colors available for quartz, and then there are also granite and marble, also like very popular, have been there forever. But for me, my lately most favorite countertop is Decton. That is, as I said, it's like a little bit more personal preference, and that's used normally in very high-end projects. But quartz has been most often used, and it's very durable, easy to clean, and easy to maintain. There are like many colored options available, and then granite marble has been always there, but quartz are mostly used nowadays. But Decton has been, for me, the most luxurious is Decton.
Yes, great recommendations. I've heard a lot about that actually. And now let's talk about something that often gets overlooked but is so important, lighting. How
Yes.
does lighting affect kitchen design and functionality?
Lighting is very important for the like the places where you do your tasks, where the workstations are, to ensure that the area where you work is well lit to save for safety and of course for efficiency. While ambient like lighting for ambient lighting creates more like a welcoming experience. Accent lighting, LED, low voltage lighting, that are some of them are now integrated, come with the kitchen cabinets, and some homeowners can add it up later on, such that it can highlight design elements of the kitchen, backsplash or island, that kind of create more interest in the space. Maybe it was overlooked before, but I don't think it is overlooked now because from our experience, our clients always extra lighting in the kitchen area, under the cabinets, under their island, and a lot of lightings are added. That of course looks beautiful too.
Yes, it does. It does make a huge difference.
Yes.
So finally, for our listeners who are looking to upgrade their appliance, what are the key considerations they should keep in mind when selecting kitchen appliances?
Kitchen appliances functionality is one of the main important. I mean, like you should pick something that meet the specific needs in the kitchen and its users. For example, like some people would prefer to have gas stove and others would have electric convection stove. And then it's, I think, functionality, like how they use it, how often they use it. And like the functional appliances, I mean, sometimes for just for look, it's gonna be a problem later on. There are out there, there are a lot of beautiful, for example, kitchen sink, but like you use it a couple of months, and or like stove cooktop, you use it a little bit and later the problem starts mounting up, and they are not like useful. Look wise, they are perfect. They you can put in a showroom and that would be amazing, but like sometimes they're not, they can be like not very functional. Size and fit, you have to make a decision like that. It's going to be size if you want a 30-inch refrigerator or 36 or 48, depending on how often you use your kitchen, how much you put like stuff in your refrigerator. I mean, it is like you have to pick up the right size. Size is very important. Nowadays, all the appliances come energy efficient, and of course, you have to. We have to look into how energy efficient are the appliances that you are picking. And aesthetics always, of course, you have to make sure that it's a good looking appliances. The aesthetics come to a play. And then durability. There are like appliances that are more durable than the other ones, but they come with certain costs along with they're more expensive. I think functionality, size, efficiency, and the look and the durability is very important when the customers pick up their appliances, to kind of summarize.
Perfect. Thank you so much for sharing all your knowledge with us today. This has been incredibly informative to all our listeners. Thank you for tuning in. We hope that you get some valuable insights for your kitchen projects. And until next time, guys, happy remodeling.
Thank you.